What is going on, you guys? It is Livid Frey. Hope you guys are all doing very well today. And today we are going to be talking about The Division 2. I don't normally cover The Division 2 on my channel. I make a video and some live streams here and there, but I don't actively cover it. I think there's a lot of content creators out there already that cover this, and I just want to talk about this tweet that the game posted this morning. It was really early this morning, about 2:15 in the morning. We're going to talk about it because I actually have a lot of thoughts about this, and I've been meaning to make a video kind of like this for a while, so this gave me a perfect opportunity to kind of open up about it. So first we'll get into the actual tweet. It says, "Agents, thank you so much for joining the Battle for Brooklyn. The team is working on the next update, as well as starting something entirely new in the Division 2, and they did post this, what appears to be a concept art. It looks like it's from the Brooklyn area, possibly the art museum, and there's snow. There's snow and wildlife, and it looks beautiful in a very disastrous way. It looks like very beautiful for the end of the world. This, of course, raised a lot of flags in the community. They're obviously really excited because there's snow, right? Like, they've been asking for snow forever. Snow is one of the beautiful aspects of the game that everybody loved and enjoyed, and I'm happy for them that they are going to be getting snow again. I personally get to see snow anytime I want, because I can just hop on the Division 1, but I'm still excited for them. This is something they've been asking for a long time, and I'm glad that they're getting it. Then this brings up the topic of survival. A lot of people are saying this has to be Survival 2.0. They're begging for it to be survival, and I am of a bit of a different opinion. If you guys follow my live streams at all, I talk about this a fair bit because people ask me about it so often. I am of the small opinion and a hot take that I don't think they should bring the survival DLC into the Division 2 whatsoever. I don't think it belongs there. The survival DLC is perfect the way it is. It's where it belongs. It's where it needs to be. And I just don't think that we should give them any room to mess with that. I think that it's just perfect the way it is. And Yannick did mention during a live stream a while back, I wouldn't be able to tell you what date it was or which stream it was, but he did say that they didn't have plans to bring survival into the game because it's so special. It's right where it belongs, and you should be able to go and play it on the first game anytime you want to. And I'm really glad that he said that, but at the same time, I know that the developers are kind of used to going back on their words a little bit. This is a really good example because they had kind of laughed off snow for so long, saying that it wasn't going to happen, it was too hard. And what do we know? We are confirmed snow. They brought back one strap backpacks. They said that was never going to happen, and now it's back. I would definitely take anything that the developers have to say with a grain of salt. I did make this pretty clear when I first saw this, and I went ahead and I reposted it with kind of my 2 cents. And I said, as much as people probably want survival, I truly hope that they leave it alone and come up with something fresh. They've brought so many of Div 1's themes back to the second game already. It's time for something completely new. And before I move forward with my thoughts on that, I just want to head over to the post engagements, over to my likes, and I just want to show you guys that Orkanos, the game director for the Division 2, did like this tweet. So this doesn't really confirm anything, but it does go to show that the game director has noticed my take on this, and I'm hoping that he agrees, and I really hope that you guys get something new. I hope you guys get something fresh. I hope that there's something that gets implemented into the Division 2 that makes me want to come back and maybe cover it full time. And don't get me wrong, I think that going back to Brooklyn was really cool. The map was nice. The missions were pretty fun for the most part. The new exotic is cool. They're adding new brand sets and gear sets and stuff, but there's a lot of those aspects that are directly from the first game. If you think about it, this DLC that came out, Battle for Brooklyn, they're reused assets. I mean, they brought back Nimble. Nimble is a high-end holster in the Division 1. They brought the Pecan. The Pecan's an exotic in the Division 1. They brought back the Alpha Bridge gear set, basically, but it's like another exotic. So it's just things like that. I think that this whole DLC, I think a lot of the Division 2 players, like the whole player base for the Division 2, was really excited that this came out because you guys have been waiting for it for so long. But for me, I came back because it was home already. I'm in New York City every day, and I played with these items almost every day. Besides the Pecan, Pecan's pretty bad in the Division 1, but Division 2, it's really good. I think that they had a gem to begin with, and the more that they come out with updates that add the same items and the same aspects and themes from the Division 1, The more of the stuff that they add, it kind of almost makes me more upset, because they had these things right. They know that they had it right. Why didn't they just expand on it instead of making a franchise out of it? I understand that that's kind of what you do with games. You got to make the money, right? In order to be successful. I just think that at this rate, they are almost making carbon copies of the first game. They're using the same assets. They literally brought back Smart Cover, which is the exact same skill. It just offers some different bonuses to better fit the Division 2. They brought back Final Measure, they brought back a lot of things that were already in the first game. So basically this entire DLC is just Division 1. Not to say that I didn't enjoy it. I did enjoy the missions, and it was nice to see some different variants of NPCs, like the Warhounds. I don't think I've ever seen like a fire Warhound before. There might be some in the Incursion, I'm not sure. I could go on and on about this all day because I'm really passionate about the first game, and I'm really unhappy with the state that it's in right now. It has absolutely no support. There's no cheater or ban waves. There's no routine maintenance on the servers, so the server's in really poor health, and we are begging Ubisoft support for assistance with getting at least a monthly or a semi-monthly maintenance, and we are just getting absolutely nowhere. We're kind of watching our game slowly dissipate because Ubisoft doesn't seem to care about the first installment, which really, really sucks. And when they add in all of these elements from the Division 1, it kind of sucks even more, if that makes sense, because you guys had this right already. All you had to do was keep up with it. Anyway, I'm not going to go too far down the rabbit hole. I just needed to vent a little bit about that. Coming back to the main topic of the video, though, in regards to this post and their ideas for the Division 2 for the next update, do I think that this is survival? I don't. I don't think this is going to be a survival game mode, and I'm glad for that. At least I'm kind of crossing my fingers that it isn't, especially with the game director liking my tweet. It kind of gives me some reassurance that this is going to be something completely different. It's going to be something new and fresh. I will say that we should manage our expectations with this a little bit because we don't really know what this is. This could just be, a really short winter-themed event over a weekend or something. It could be something not so big as we think. So I think it's important that we manage our expectations. I do hope that this is something really big and really cool. I hope it's something very new and fresh, because as much as I love playing the Division 1, I would love to come into the Division 2 and just play something that's going to have me hooked. Right now, I just don't feel that. The concept right now is kind of dull, and I really want something that's going to let me sink my teeth in and come back full time and start making Division 2 content potentially. But right now, it's just not for me. I hope that whatever they are planning and cooking over there at Massive is delicious, though. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening to me ramble and rant and vent. I greatly appreciate your guys' time and for watching. I do hope you guys have an excellent rest of your day, and I will talk to you all later.
Can't believe the bullshit that went down in the dark zone at the end there.
I know. We had it. Everything I told them was dead on. They made us pull out anyway.
And we left our dead behind.
Yeah, we're not supposed to do that. Hang on a second.